Hi guys, welcome back to Northeast Guitars. My name is Murdock and today we're going to be having a look at Black Sabbath The Wizard. But before I do that, I need to blow up the guys over at Funny Little Boxes. I met Andy at a guitar show. He's the guy that builds all of these guitar pedals. Interviews in the magazine, go read it if you haven't. He's bloody lovely. But yeah, he sent me over Caught By The Fuzz, named after the Supergrass banger from 1995. And if you crank this thing right out and you play Caught By The Fuzz, sounds authentic as yeah. Really sounds great. What a chunky, nice, lovely little noise that is. I was having a big chat with Andy, and there are two things I think every fuzz box should do. The first one he reminded me of, because I don't use fuzzes a lot. I'm a big overdrive. I've got a Rat, and I like using. I've got a couple of more things that I like stepping on, and a more, M-O-O-E-R. You know the guys, little skinny pedals. But yeah, I've got a couple of stomp boxes on there, but I very rarely go for a fuzz because they're always too squealy live. I've never ever got on with a good fuzz pedal live that I really enjoyed, because I always would buy second-hand ones, and the second-hand ones are usually older, which means they're built with old bits, which means the second you put it in front of a loud amp, it's horrible, man. Just this minging noise comes out of nowhere. So yeah, this is something that you can put in front of your amp, crank it right out to 11, and there is no squealing whatsoever. Since this has been sent over, I've done demos here in the Murdock lab. I've gone to the studio with the boys and we've kicked it around in there. I've done a couple of live shows with it, and this thing just keeps on giving, man. Keeps on giving. What a good pedal. $99. You should head over to his website and have a look for yourself, because it is worth every penny. The second thing that a really good fuzz pedal does, it's not about how gnarly it is, it's about what happens when you roll the volume back. What I've done is I've put this neck pickup on about 2 or 3 on the volume scale, and I've put this guy all the way to 10. Listen to how nice this cleans up. So you get that really nice Eric Clapton woman tone is made doing that kind of thing. Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, just using that volume to roll back and get the cleaner tones. And if you're lucky enough to have a guitar that's got 2 volume controls for the pickups, at least, then you can flick back and... just sounds fit, man. Alright, let's get into some Sabbath. I'm cranking this right out. I'm going to show you the riff, and then I'm going to talk about the riff, and then I'll show you the next riff, and so on and so on and so on. So, intro and main riff. So, straight away, just big chunky power chords. I'm using my third finger to mush the A and D string. And then I got my first finger on the 5th fret there. That's A, C, A. Then you got this little offbeat thing. That's really great. I'll do that slowly. You slide into the E note from the D at the 5th fret to the 7th there. And slide back. To that 3rd fret. It's quite a quick movement. And it ends there because the next beat would be beat 1, and you come back into that. Them little double stops there as well, that note there, it is offbeat. I wouldn't really worry about trying to count in between the beats with this. What I would do is I would just listen to it and feel it, and what will happen is you'll just naturally drop in where you need to be. Great, absolutely great. Verse riff could not be simpler. It's about timing. You're playing an A to a B flat, back to A. Now check the timing. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple, so simple. The chorus again, just as easy. We're going C, B, A. Again, power chords. So ba ba bow. And just again back to the top. And that is it in a nutshell, man. I'm not going to break down the guitar solo for you because it's just A minor pentatonic. And if a bunch of guitar players that read a guitar magazine and that are watching this lesson right now can't figure out a guitar solo in A minor pentatonic, then we've all failed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's super simple. Loads of that. Loads of that. There's a few of them. Like, you've got it. Job done. Alright, guys. Crank that fuzz box up to 11. Go check out Funny Little Boxes and grab yourself a Caught By The Fuzz. They're friggin' incredible. If that isn't the sort of thing that you're looking for, they do have a couple of other pedals up there. They got the 1991, which is based off the Pearl Jam's 10 album. They've got Dirt, which is based off the early Alice in Chains albums. And they've also got a thing called Skeleton Key, which is currently their best seller, but that's only because this new fuzz box just came out. I have a feeling that everything that they release new is their best seller, and then the next one comes out, and then the next one. These guys are really great. Andy is bloody lovely, and Caught By The Fuzz is my pedal for the summer. Go spend £100 on a fuzz pedal, man. You don't need food, but get some pot noodle sandwiches, man. You can make it work. Alright, guys, I'm going to rock out with this pedal. You guys have a great one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.